Alright, I've got a bit of a view. First day, Quebec City here. Bryan Adams concert last night. See the Shadow Frontenac in the distance. Right in the old part of Quebec City. Comfortable bed. I'm not going to complain. This is the Hotel Louisbourg. So, going to start my day with a nice healthy Quebec City breakfast. And from there, got a couple other things planned, including the Quebec Rampart hockey game later today. Pretty quiet here at the Hotel Louisbourg. Let's see what's going on the street though, shall we? Boy, it's not exactly warm. Oh, it's a beautiful day though. Saw a little breakfast place down here last night when I came in, and you got the gates. The gates of the city right up there. It's a pretty good location. Oh, there's a place right here called La Omelette. I'm gonna try this place right here, I think. Quebec, there's some of the desserts in the front showcase.
Hi, welcome to Quebec.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Gonna have breakfast here. Beautiful little restaurant. Great view. It's part of my bed and breakfast right here. Mushroom cheese and Swiss omelet. Typical Quebec, lots of fruit. Hash browns on the side. With a nice view of the street. You can see Quebec City is very hilly. But just before I get winded, I'm going to just walk up here through the gates. Then probably walk along the cafe area, and then up onto the wall at some point. Just taking a quick look here with my Fairytale Pocket 3. This is the old city walls. War Memorial, which I'm going to assume is probably dedicated to the Boer War. It's the Empire Canada. World War I, World War II, Boer War. Someone else just said Boer War. South Africa. KP, live, give, and travel. Another adventure on the go here. Old Quebec City. Lots of stuff planned. Bryan Adams concert last night. Quebec Rampart hockey team plays tonight. Got a couple tours lined up. A tour to Montmorency Falls. A tour of Ile d'Orleans food tour, and a bunch of other surprises yet to be seen. Beautiful fall day, Old Quebec City. The National Assembly over there, where the provincial government sits. Got the city walls right here. Which I'm going to climb up there shortly, get a better view. You can see here the fortifications of Quebec City, ring right around the old part of the city. It kind of reminds me of what you see in Europe, whether it be Bratislava or Zadar, Croatia, for example. Oh, isn't that a pretty view? Re-entering the old city. This kind of reminds me of walking through Old Prague right now, when you walk through the city gates. Prague has a lot more tourists, so I think it's like the Niagara Falls of Europe. up on top of the wall now. Palais Montcalm right there. So these walls were built originally by the French and later modified by the British upon the British seizing control of the city. Built in a very European fashion, obviously. Kind of a crisp day in Quebec City, but very nice. Almost time for a cerveza and cafe au lait. All right, they got the street closed. Little festival going on here. Isabelle Forest. You can see the city wall behind me. Very steep in parts of the Quebec City. You gotta like your walking. Very pretty day. Very beautiful day here. Their own unique twist on food here. Like you get those beaver tails there, kind of like your Dairy Queen Blizzard. Leather hot dogs here. Poutine and Mary's popcorn. Love their flavor popcorn. Chicago style, Quebec style. That's probably maple syrup. Different flavors right there. Oh, there's a good Irish pub down here called St. Patrick's, which I believe is the oldest Irish pub in, I believe, North America, actually. Real patio culture here, just like Europe. And what I like about their patio culture is they use decent furniture. You know, it's the attention to detail. A couple other very famous pubs here. Pub St. Alexander and Shea Murphy's. They have an art festival on this weekend, which is why the road is closed. It's a little chill to sit outside right now. I need some sunshine. So as you can see, there is tourists here. I think they're probably off of that American cruise ship. I'm going to have a beer right there at St. Patrick Pub, which funnily enough, when my parents emigrated to Canada, it was that pub. My dad used to drink at that pub. That's back in the day.
Bonjour, welcome to Quebec City.
Can you say that in French?
Bonjour, bienvenue à Québec.
Quebec City, patio culture. Good day. A few tourists in town. They got the patio heaters on. It is a little crisp. Otherwise, a very beautiful day. And I'm sitting at one of the oldest pubs in North America, they tell me. Pub St. Patrick. With a Guinness and a coffee. Street festival on downtown. Here's the star of the show. Real Quebecois poutine with pulled pork. Oh yeah. You hear the 12 o'clock church bells, just like Europe. And in particular, Dresden, Germany. Just love the narrow streets. This is a little street in behind, what do they call it, Couillard Street, in behind St. Patrick's Pub. It gives you a feel that you're someplace other than North America. That's a nice picture right there. It's not going to come out well though with the sun. Lots of electric cars here. I noticed that. Taxi is not expensive. The taxi last night from the train station, I had him wait while I checked in my hotel, and then he picked me up from there and brought me to the Bryan Adams concert, and that was only, I think, 30 Canadian, which is, it would be a lot more than that in Toronto, I guarantee you that. Like I said earlier, it has a very European feel. So many European cities have these walls, cobblestone streets down there. Cannons. Little drifts today in Quebec City. Otherwise, a very beautiful day. Big cruise ship in from the States, I've been told. Boston Garden. Just a little look around. Beautiful old Quebec City, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Clean, very, very safe too. Lots of little stores here in the old part of the city still. I love they got Tim Hortons down there. Tim Hortons everywhere in Canada. Christmas store. I'll be here soon enough, Christmas. So this is what they call the Dufferin Terrace. Sorry, the Dufferin Terrace. Quebec City on the Dufferin Terrace. A little history right here. British Governor General Lord Dufferin, concerned with the preservation of Quebec City's heritage, built this Dufferin Terrace to the foot of the Citadel. And this is the real famous Chateau Frontenac Hotel right here. A lot of people up today on the Dufferin Terrace. Let's take a look at the harbor here. Lies across there. Lower Town is right there. Go over there a little bit later, maybe when that cruise ship goes out. Auberge de store. Go down here to the Arctic Row. See what's going on down here. He's a very good artist. Really talented artist. Nice little cafe right there. Happy Halloween. Everybody wants a photo of the pumpkins. Looks like they got a little band on here tonight. It was actually very busy in town last night. I was just very tired by the time I got back from the Brian Adams concert. Traveled all day to get there. From like 9 o'clock in the morning. Showed up 30 minutes late. Well, 9:30. Still a really good show.